Hello and welcome. In today's class, we're going to celebrate the arrival of spring here in the Northern Hemisphere. And knowing that the nature is cyclical just like us, we're going to take this class to really invite some brand new prana into our lives as we really embody the energies of rebirth, renewal, and let that brand new energy really spread all over our lives. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe. That really helps the channel and also help that this class spreads all over so that other people can also benefit from it. We're gonna use one block for this class, so make sure to grab your prop. And we're gonna start laying down on our backs. I want you to position your block on the lowest level. So that's the low, that's the mid level, and that's the high level. You wanna like on the lowest. And you're gonna plant the block right in the middle of your mat. Come find your seat. Bend the knees, plant the soles of the feet on the mat. And then we're gonna start laying down on our backs. Use your forearms to help you to get there. And I want you to feel that the block is positioned right in between your scapulas. So not in the middle of your back, not on your low back, towards your upper back. Nice. Get yourself settled. And then allow your shoulders to start rolling up, back, and down. Press your scapulas together so you can really start to open your chest in here. Palms are facing up. Relax your arms. And start by taking a couple of breaths in here. Noticing all the parts of your body that are in touch with the earth. Your feet, your bum, the forearm, the top of the head. And really honoring fall and winter that gave us all this grounding foundation to finally arrive here in spring. And then start to really open your chest, open your heart to all the new opportunities and possibilities that this new season is going to bring to your life. If you don't have anything specific that you want to really cultivate in this new season, you're welcome to intention that right here, right now. Whatever is new, whatever you want to achieve, whatever dreams you have. And then if your eyes were closed, you can slowly start to open them. And we're going to start bending the elbows, letting the arms float away from the mat. And then just slowly start to reaching your arms up and overhead, extending the arms. Exhale, bend the elbows, cactus your arms. The arms are floating the whole time. Inhale, arms reach. Palms are always facing up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Last time, just like that. Inhale or extend and reach. Exhale, bend and bring the elbows closer to your hips, all the way down. And then plant your hands by your bum. Plant your forearm down. And then press the floor away from you as you come to stand. Find yourself in a seat. Remove your block away from the mat. We're not going to use it for now. And please start coming into a tabletop position. But I want you to align your left knee in the middle of the mat. So left knee, it's right in between both of your hands, but you're still in a tabletop position. Use your next breath in to start extending your right leg back behind you. Flex your toes. Start maybe finding gentle movements back and forth. Just waking up the feet and the legs, the hands, the arms. And then lift your right leg up. Keep drawing navel to spine so you're not bowing the spine in here. There's still a lot of integrity in the midline. And use your next exhalation to bring the right knee closer to the chest. And then we're going to cross the right leg on top of left. Spread your feet further away from each other. And start finding circles in here with the hips to one side, to the other. Just finding any movement in here. Just feel how it feels to have your legs crossed that way. Keep inviting the breath in and out. And then slowly find your stillness. Inhale, bring the right knee back into the chest. Exhale, bring the right knee back down. So good. Now slide both of your knees towards the left side. So your right knee is going to be in the middle of the mat at this moment. And we're going to repeat the same thing on the left side. So extending your left leg back, tuck the toes. And find your gentle movements back and forth. See if you can keep finding integrity on the back of the neck. It can get pretty easily for us to just kind of like drop the head in this movement. See if you can keep looking towards the front side of your mat or in between your hands. But the crown of the head is still reaching really forward. And then slowly start lifting your left leg up. Find integration back on the backside body. And use your exhalation to bring the knee in towards the chest. And cross left leg on top of right. Spreading the feet apart and finding your movements in here. Side to side, back and forth, cat and cow, whatever it is. In today's class, we're going to really explore, hugging everything into the midline as we really honor the seasons that we've been through before, fall and winter, which are usually seasons that we're like, more quiet and more inside. And then we're going to really explore opening the body in a total opposite direction as we really open ourselves for this new season that's about to come. So keep that in mind. And then find your stillness. Inhale, bring the left knee to the chest. Exhale, bring the left knee down. Start to tuck and flexing your toes, and then slowly, slowly find a seat into your heels. In here, I want you to really bring your pinkies tucked under as well, because sometimes they do not want to come. So give them a little help. And then really start sending your weight towards your heels. Maybe even do gentle bounces backwards. Just to start opening that space on the soles of the feet. And then start stacking your whole torso on top of the hips. Let's find circles with the wrists to one side, to the other. Hands can be closed in a fist, or maybe hands are open and fluid. However you want in this first couple moments. Just starting to feel the body. And then let's start bringing both hands down once again. Now spread your knees wide, further apart. Untuck your toes so toes are pointed at this moment. And find a seat on your heels. Once you do, I want you to come your hands up higher on fingertips as you start crawling the hands forward and away from you. Slowly rest your forehead down. And take a couple of breaths in here. See if you can keep internally rotating your armpits towards your face. And shoulders are really far away from the ears. Breathe and feel the difference from when you had your legs crossed in the tabletop shape we just did, and how it feels now. Take a next breath in and then replant your palms down, slide your torso forward. Bring the knees in alignment, hip-width distance apart. Flex your toes once again, take a breath in. And with your breath out, start sending the hips all the way up to the sky, finding your version of downward facing dog. Let's start by pedaling through the knees, bending one knee at a time. Elevate the heels and then bring the heels back down. As always, noticing how every little shape we do differently, it affects our body differently. Shoulders away from the ears, really pressing through the finger pads. And then find your stillness. Use your next inhalation to lift the right leg all the way up to the sky. And exhale, start opening the right hip. We're not going to bend the knee at this moment. Just really squeezing your right glute. And then use your next exhalation to start bringing the knee all the way in towards the chest. Step your foot in between your hands. Ground down strongly through the right foot. We're gonna rise all the way up into a one-leg Tadasana. Hands are connected in front of your heart. Breathe in here. Find your gaze. Welcome in the heartbeat, the breath, the life on you. One more full big breath. And then we're gonna start opening the left knee out to the side. Find yourself a gaze, a steady place to look at, until we really extend the whole left leg. Your right toes are still pointing forward. And then we're gonna slowly bend the front knee and lower down the back foot. Find yourself in your warrior two. Extend your arms long away from each other. Keep your gaze towards your right hand. Let's slowly find eagle arms. I want you to start bringing your right arm on top. Your left arm is under. We're gonna either just like keep the palms, the back of the palms connected, or maybe interlace the hands right away. And then I want you to bring your elbows up towards your face at the best of your capacity for this moment. And then start sending this whole shape of your arms towards the back side of your room as you keep looking forward. Maybe see if you can get a little bit deeper towards the right front leg. One more full breath in here. Inhale. And then exhale, bring the shape of your arms forward as we're gonna fold in our humble warrior two. Come all the way down with your head, with your arms. Keep bending deeply through the right knee. Relax your head down. Take a last breath in. A last breath out. And then inhale, start to rise strongly through the legs. Extend your front leg. Find your warrior two arms with extended legs. And then triangle pose. Start reaching forward towards the right hand. Bring the right hand down. Left hand comes up high to the sky. If you do have that block handy nearby you, maybe you use it to place your bottom hand to give you more space in the shape. So nice. And then inhale, re-extend and then reverse your triangle pose. Exhale, cartwheel your hands forward. Plant both hands on the mat. Step your right foot back, straight into a downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Next inhale, the left leg lifts. Exhale, open your left hip out to the side. Inhale here. And then start bringing your left knee towards the chest. Step in between your hands. Strong left foot this time. And then rise your right knee all the way up into the chest. Hands in front of the heart. Inhale here. Notice the difference in between both sides. Maybe you have a more steady balance on one side than on the other. And that's okay. And then start tilting the right knee out to the side. As you tilt your upper body out to the left, keep sending the right knee back, right knee back. Start extending the right leg long now, as if you're going towards a half moon. But then we're going to start bending deeply through the left leg as we plant the right foot back. Find warrior two on the other side. Front knee is bended. Straighten your arms out to the sides. Look forward towards your left hand. And let's find eagle arms. So bring your left arm under, right arm on top. Sending this whole shape towards your right leg back behind you as you look forward. Inhale here. Exhale, bend a little deeper through the left knee. And use your next inhalation to bring the arms forward towards the left. And find your humble warrior two, bringing this whole shape down. Bow down. Holding strong in here, really grounding through the feet with very strong legs. But let your upper body be loose and heavy down towards the earth. Use your next inhalation to start to rise all the way up. Reopen your arms. Exhale, start extending your front leg. And then find your triangle pose, Trikonasana. Once again, option to have your block underneath your hand if you want. Right arm is up. Keep squeezing your scapulas together on the backside body. Unlock your front knee. And then use your next inhalation to reverse your triangle pose. Left hand up, right hand comes down behind you. And then cartwheel both of your hands back and down. Plant your left foot back, downward facing dog. One big breath in. And the breath out. Let's inhale, look forward in between your hands, bend the knees. Exhale, find your way to the top of the mat. Both feet are going to step forward in between your hands. Inhale, slide your hands into your shins, find a halfway lift. Exhale, find your forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand, Urdhva, both hands up to the sky, palms face each other, palms connect. And then exhale, hands into the heart. Use your next breath in to send the arms all the way up once again. Exhale, hands to heart, and this time find your seat onto your chair. Slightly tuck on the tailbone. You can choose if the feet's going to be closer together or maybe a little further apart. It doesn't really matter in this moment. It's more of what you feel in your body. And then start lifting the right heel up, coming on the balls of the right toes. Bringing the right knee a little bit up closer to your chest. And then we're going to cross the leg just like we did in the beginning of class. You can really tuck your right toes behind your left leg, or just keep the right toes pointing down as you squeeze one knee towards the other. Hands are still in front of the heart. Next inhale, open your arms, just really spreading the arms away from each other. Let the palms face forward. And then exhale, bring your left arm under, right arm on top, eagle your arms. Inhale here, reach the elbows up high. And then exhale, bring the elbows to tap onto your knee. Inhale, rise all the way up. Come up to stand. Uncross your legs, keep the arms. And then exhale, open your whole body to the right side. Point your toes out, heels are in, release your arms. Inhale, arms reach up high, starlight pose. Exhale, arms come all the way, circling down, back behind you. Interlace your hands. Inhale here, gain length. Pivot the toes in, heels out. And exhale, start folding forward in between your legs. Prasarita Padottanasana. Breathing in the shape just for one more breath in. And a breath out. Start to release your arms all the way down. Inhale, hands underneath the shoulders. Find a halfway lift, flattening your spine. Exhale, crawl to the top of the mat. Step your left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, look forward in between the hands, bend the knees. Use your breath out to find your way to the top of the mat. Next inhalation, find your halfway lift. Flatten your back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root down and rise with your whole body all the way up. Arms are up and overhead. Exhale, hands into your heart. Inhale, arms reach up high. Exhale, hands to heart and find a seat on your chair. Holding in here just for one full big breath. Notice how you feel now coming the second time in this shape, Utkatasana. And then start bringing the left heel all the way up. Strong on the right foot. We're gonna get a lot of the hip flexor work in here to bring the left knee towards the chest. And then cross the left leg on top of right. Really pointing the left toes or hooking the foot behind the right leg. Use your inhale to open your arms out wide to the side. Breath in. And now I'm gonna turn to you so you can see how I look when I face forward. So arms are out to the side, strong knees connected in the midline. And then we're gonna bring the right arm under, left arm on top. Eagle your arms, bring the elbows up. Inhale, gain length. And exhale, tap elbow to knee. Inhale, rise, come all the way up to stand. Release your legs. And then really open your left leg out to the side, right leg to the right, facing the left side of the mat. Inhale, arms reach up high, starlight pose. Exhale, interlace your hands behind you. Inhale, gain length. Toes in, heels out. And exhale, forward fold in between your legs. Last inhale here. Feeling this new, fresh energy coming into the body. And then exhale, release the hands down. Hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Exhale, walk to the top of the mat. Step your right foot back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Let the breath come out. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And let the breath come out. Come all the way down onto your knees. And then start finding a seat on your heels. Bring your torso upright. And now we're gonna do a modified version of frog. If you do have frog pretty good in your practice already and you feel open enough to do that, you're welcome to go ahead and try it out. But what I'm gonna offer for today's practice is just like a mini version of frog pose. So bring your big toes to touch, keep finding a seat on your heels, and open your knees really, really out wide to the sides. Stacking your torso on the top of the hips, really getting heavy towards the back side. Inhale here. Exhale, stay. And then once again, we're gonna start walking the hands forward in front of us. And then start coming down on the forearms. Once your forearms are down on the mat, you're gonna literally start to release your bum out of your heels as you walk your hands and your forearm forward. Until you notice that your hips are really stacked on the top of your knees. Same alignment. Once they do, you're welcome to start like opening the legs out to the side. So toes are now pointing out. And here's my invitation for us to stay. Holding in this shape for a couple of breaths. If you do want to go a little bit deeper on your frog, you can go ahead and do that, maybe spacing out the knees a little bit more. It can always be really good to have some sort of cushion underneath the knees if you have any sort of sensitivity in that area. Keep breathing in this shape, allowing each breath to melt you a little bit more into the posture. Many, many times in life, we can feel resistant to the new things that are coming up forward for us. And having the breath as a tool, knowing that the breath can really soften us and make any sort of transition a little bit easier, it's a beautiful gift that yoga gives us. So breathe in here. Last round of breath in. And the breath out. And just like you got into the shape, we're gonna get off. So start pointing your toes, bringing the big toes closer together as you possibly can. Start sliding your hips backward and then walking your hands closer to you. Pop up on your hands. Sit down on your heels. And then bring your knees little by little closer together. Find yourself in your Virasana hero pose. Bring your hands into your lap. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. And just notice what you notice in your body in this moment. Taking a last breath. Reopen your eyes if they were closed and start shooting your legs forward in front of you. We're going to start bending the knees, bring the soles of the feet together in the center, Baddha Konasana. If you do have your block in here and you want to position right in front of your feet, it can be a good place to rest your forehead. We're going to interlace the hands and hold the outer feet. Gain length on the spine, really pump your heart forward in between your shoulders. And then exhale, start folding yourself forward. If you do have the flexibility to go all the way to the floor, you can go ahead and do that. If you don't, just use your block for that. Maybe get into this new season with a lot of ease, with a lot of breath. Opening our hearts little by little for every single opportunity that life will bring us. After your next exhalation, start to bring the forehead all the way up once again, rooting down through the sitting bones. And then send your knees closer together with the help of your hands. Start shooting the legs forward in front of you. And come all the way down onto your back. Bring the knees into the chest. Gently roll side to side. One breath in. And let the breath come out. Start to extend your right leg long, your left leg long. The arms are long alongside your body. Let the palms face up. And breathe here in your Savasana, your final shape, your final rest. May we gather all the strength and inner self-work and self-knowledge that we built during fall and winter to really feel connected and strong to go forward in life, to really fight for our dreams and build the life that we want to live in this new season that's about to start. You're welcome to stay in your Shavasana for 4 or 5 more breaths, or even longer if you feel like you do have this time. I appreciate your presence in here, and I hope to see you next class. Namaste.